FTD fam, how's it going? Andrew Tate, he has a lot to say about Islam, and this guy isn't even Muslim. Now, I do warn you that this episode has some language, that could be offensive. So if you get really offended by harsh language, I do not recommend watching this episode. If you don't mind it, well, let's watch together.
What's your thought on Islam and everything? Because I know in the Quran and stuff, like you could have up to 4 wives and stuff. So
okay,
I've seen you talk about it a little bit, but I would like to know like what you think about it.
I think it's the last religion on the planet.
Oh,
You think it's the right religion?
I think it's the last religion.
Religion.
If it's the last true religion on the planet, then it has to be the correct one. Because I don't think
How
any
is
other,
it the last one?
It's the last religion because no other religion has boundaries which they enforce. If you will tolerate everything, then you stand for nothing. If your book says X, but you refuse to say the book says this, I'm sticking to what the book says. Doesn't matter what the subject is, right? I don't want to get us banned. I think everyone can work it out. If you're a Christian, 99% of Christians are ignoring every single rule inside the Bible every single
Christians
day.
interpret the Bible, you're saying? Like they pick and choose what they want.
Too many.
They'll try and say I interpret it differently. I believe in God, but I don't believe in that part. That's not what the book says. It doesn't say ignore half of me. It says follow me. Only Muslims follow their book.
No, true.
So they're the last religion.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit if Christians come along and say, I'm a Christian, Give a fuck. You ignore the Bible.
Well, isn't there a lot of Muslims that don't follow the Quran too, though?
I'm sure there's a lot of Muslims who don't completely follow the Quran. But I'm saying that if you were to go out there and try and find Muslims who live true to the Quran completely, you can find them.
Yeah.
You ain't going to find a
I think
single...
you can find Christians.
No, you won't. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Muslim religion. I mean, not to even no diss on any religion, but like, dude, you're not gonna find a Muslim slut. Like
That's right.
Like a woman that's a Muslim that's a
Bro,
simp.
you put me in any fucking church. Give me the hottest church.
There's
girl.
Muslim sluts out there.
I'm sure there are, but I'm saying the point he's making is you can find a bunch of women who adhere to Islam who are still virgins to the age of 25 waiting for an arranged marriage.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You will not find that under Christianity.
100%.
I think you'll find some.
Yeah, you could find a couple.
Bullshit,
But you're right.
bro.
There's probably more Muslims that follow.
Christians.
Definitely. There's more devout Muslims than devout Christians.
Christianity has no power left. It's a
Oh.
power. Even the
Power
Pope is
gone.
up here talking about. And I want to make this very, very clear. I'm not fucking anti anything. I'm not homophobic. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about what the book says.
Well, the book says.
The book says man and women lay together, and then the Pope is going to stand up now and say that you can be a gay preacher. The book doesn't mean anything now. So the whole religion doesn't mean anything. So the rules don't mean anything. If you're tolerant of everything, you stand
Rules
for
are
nothing.
tossed out.
The problem is with religion is that it naturally needs to be intolerant. For a religion to be a religion which is respected, it needs to be intolerant of certain things.
Yeah, but-
You can't say we're a religion which tolerates everything. Now you have no belief systems.
But when was that book written,
It does, yeah, completely.
But the world evolves. So.
Completely. So Christianity's evolved into nothing. Islam hasn't. This is the point I'm making. The point I'm making is if you're going to throw your own rules away, you can't stand up and say this is a religion, these are our doctrines,
But throw
but we
the rules
tolerate
away.
everything and we don't punish anyone for anything and none of it really matters. Are you a Christian? Well, who the fuck isn't? Biggest hoe in the world's a Christian. Porn stars are Christians. Who gives a shit? It doesn't mean anything. It's different with Islam. With Islam, you can't get away with it. Even if you're saying that there's some Islam sluts, etc., fine, that's cool. But people don't stand up and openly disrespect Islam
Oh hell no.
because they're afraid. So once again, if you don't have rule systems and doctrines and beliefs and prophets which people are afraid to mock, are you even a religion? People won't disrespect Islam. Nobody will disrespect it because they're scared. Even in a Christian country.
What do you mean by disrespect?
I mean,
what do you mean by
disrespect it. Say
disrespect?
something, disrespect it. You can walk around, if you could wear a t-shirt saying Jesus is gay, right here in Croatia, a Christian country, and you will make it out of the country alive. I dare you to do the same thing with the Islamic Prophet. I dare you to do
imagine
the same
that.
thing.
Uh-uh.
You
Right.
wouldn't make it out of a Christian country alive, an Islamic country alive. Even in Christian countries, you are not safe to do that. You do not disrespect their beliefs.
Yeah, disrespecting Allah is.
No, you don't do that.
Yeah, you don't.
Nobody does. So what I'm saying
see what
is,
you mean, I see
if
what you
they're
mean.
the last religion on earth that people are afraid to disrespect, if their God is the last God on earth that people are afraid to disrespect, then he's the only God that matters. If every other God can be mocked, laughed at, put in video games and fucking shot at, stupid shit, dressed up gay on TV shows, ha 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 ha, what kind of religion is that?
All right, Andrew Tate went in, and of course I expected that because, come on guys, this is Andrew Tate, right? And his comments they really point to something, right? That how Islam operates, and I notice this too, especially how Muslims enforce Islam and they talk about and they defend their religion. It is different, of course, and he's comparing it to Christianity, but you can do this comparison with other prominent religions as well too. And it is different, right? He's saying that for religion to be a true religion, it has to by nature be intolerant, because set of belief systems, set of rules, set of guidelines that govern the way you live, and if you just knock them down, then it's no longer a religion. Whether it's something that you like, whether you dislike it or whatever, if you start knocking those down, then the religion falls. There's no rules anymore that would govern the religion. So then it's something else, right? And we see that a lot in various different religions. Christianity is a big one, where so many different denominations, so many different interpretations. This rule applies here, that rule applies here, until everybody's wondering now, okay, well, what is Christianity anyways? Like, what rules govern Christianity? Now in Islam, and I've said this in videos before too, that they have done an effective job at keeping their rules and guidelines plain, where you say, okay, to be a Muslim, oh, this is what you do, boom, 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 boom. When it comes to marriage, oh, boom, 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 boom. Money, boom, 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 boom. Here you go, boom, 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 boom. You don't say this, you don't do that, boom, here you go. Take it or leave it, because that's the religion. You take it or leave it. Just like any organization, there's rules to follow. You go into organization and the rule is to wear the uniform, and you were like, nah, I don't feel like wearing the uniform today. Okay, well, you're fired. You're like, that's not what we do here. So I totally see that. I see where he's coming from in that. Now, Andrew Tate, he is a Christian. That's how he identifies as. But he says, hey, Christianity hasn't evolved into anything. Christianity is losing the power. So a lot of people now are saying that, well, if he's saying that Islam is like the final, the last true, like the last real religion, it's got to be the right one then, because it's literally like the last one standing, where people enforce the rules. People are afraid to insult the religion. For the most part, there's people that do. Now, whether it's a positive or negative thing, he's not saying that. He's just saying that, well, the religion is the religion and people enforce it. Now, it's one thing to say, well, do you want to be afraid of a religion? Like, should you be afraid of a religion? But hey, the religion says, fear Allah, you know, so there's things like that where, okay, well, Muslims, I guess, are just being true to their religion in instilling that fear in breaking their religion. So he definitely has a point there, guys. Honestly, he as much as, you know, he threw in some language and whatnot, I think he made a very valid point. And whether or not he accepts Islam, like, I don't know if we'll see Andrew Tate go in that direction, because he may not be able to be Andrew Tate anymore. And so I don't know, we'll see. But you know, I've been surprised before in the past. So is he going to accept Islam? I guess, guys, we just have to wait and see. So let me know down below in the comment section. Do you think Andrew Tate is somebody who is going to accept Islam? Or do you think that he's okay just using his platform to speak what he believes to be true, and he's not necessarily going to be embracing Islam as a religion? I'm curious to know your thoughts about that. Sound off down below. Thanks for hanging out with me in this one, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later.